My name is Lecturer Prezo Bishop Kenya, Michael Tome, speaking here in Nairobi National Government, Embakasi Constituency, Embakasi ward called Miang Ward. Yes, I'm a lecturer because I've taught many colleges. One of them is an official force equivalent to Kenya Army, General Service Unit Utawala College, Embakasi, Nairobi National Government. 2004-2016 as a civilian spiritual affairs instructor. I've also taught African Church Bishop College in Narok County Government for many years. Students who are taking practical theology, systematic theology, exegetical theology, and also, systematic theology. And Islamic studies, also some of them who are in Covenant College of Mission International and also Christian theology. So that's me, and I'm also aspiring to be United States of Kenya Republic President come 2027 election or period, depending with the government economy. With my Vice President, Honorable Prezo Kenya, retired Army Brigadier, who was on ballot paper 2007 election, and he was number 2 during President-elect Kibaki government. So I'm also going to have actually in that government of mine at my Liberation Party, around the corner, powerful Prime Minister, United States of America, retired President, His Excellency Dr. Barack Hussein Obama, is the son of Kenya who have ruled America fairly for almost 10 years. He is not objecting yet, and we have formulated our government a long time ago, that is 2020. And this is actually, it is still on. Long time ago, October 11th, it is called to my Liberation Party, a kind of a government which is a God-oriented government, and it is actually online. If you want to know more about us, you can go online. It is here. Alright, this is to my Liberation Party government. I am there. The president, the flag will be here. We will uphold this government as a whole to be called United States of Kenya Republic Government. And then powerful Prime Minister Honorable Nico here, retired Kenya Army Brigadier, and also powerful Prime Minister is here, Dr. Barack Hussein Obama, His Excellency, all of them. And then also this is now about me, about short brief of my autobiography that I've taught, as I said it, on official force of Kenya Military General Service Unit Force as a spiritual affairs and social and physical welfare capability tactical kind of instructor, and also I've taught African Church Bishop College in Narok County Government and Covenant College of Mission International in Narok County Government. So that's our government in place, and also my powerful Prime Minister, my powerful First Ladies is the incumbent head of state, Honorable Charlie Ruto, and also my Supreme People's Power President, the youngest daughter, Immigrant Winnie Raila Amolo Odinga. She's also going to be my First Lady as well, both of them. So today I want to talk about a bit of, a tank, ulimi. Mambo ya ulimi, kila mtu yuko na ulimi. Human beings have, tank, animals have tank, and they can also report matters. You can also know animals by the way they, make noise using their own tank, and human beings likewise. So the Bible says actually, the tank is there, and we need to be so careful about the tank. The Bible says here, there is what you call actually the destruction of the tank and also blessing from the tank. So if you don't actually take care of your tongue, it can bring a lot of problems. We are told in the book of Proverbs chapter 17 verse 28, it speaks of economy in one speech is very utmost important. You have to economize your speech so that you cannot actually breed a kind of a gossip and slander, which will end up bringing people into to antagonize human beings to kill each other. So even a fool is also taught to be wise whenever you shut up or they shut up their mouths. In Proverbs chapter 17 verse 28. So even a fool is taught to be wise if he keeps silent, and he can also be taught to be a deceitful kind of a person if he hold his tongue, okay, from speaking harshly, okay, And also the brother of Jesus Christ in James stated clearly that we need to be slow to speak and also slow to anger and and also to be quick to listen good advice. That's what actually God wants us to do. And also God himself also wants us to, to keep our tongues from sinning through our daily speech in Psalms 39 verse 1. And God also wants us we need to pray God to help us to speak wisely the word that can bring healings in spiritual, physical, and also social affairs to human beings. So we are told actually we need to know that the tongue has power of destruction and also has power to bless others and has power to kill others spiritually, physically, socially if we misuse our tongues. The Bible says actually, can my mouth ruin my life? In the book of Proverbs chapter 10 verses 18 to 21, we are told yes, absolutely. Evildoers' mouth have potential to make other people's lives grieve or even to kill each other. And we are told actually in verse 10 of Proverbs 10 verse 10, a shattered fools come to ruin because he talks actually in a kind of a slander and gossips. And he can provoke human beings to fight and to kill each other. Why do I actually emphasize a lot about this kind of a matter today, this evening? It is because we have some kind of some politicians of Kenya which are ganging up. They are told it is called actually a kind of a politics team led by Kashagwa, Kalonzo, and Karua, and also Fred Matiang'i, and others like Yugin, and also Muturi, and also Litika Muturi, and Muturi as well. They are actually ganging up to create a kind of a very strange kind of politics, which is actually going to stir questions for people to see that they are causing what we call now ethnicity kind of tribal politics. Like recurring now in a way post-election violence of 2007 to 2008 also. We have these human beings here, which we are told actually in Kenya today we have 3 tribes. We have warlike, analytic group in politics, which is now the ruling table of our government, of our president, Dr. His Excellency Sir William Ruto, together with also Supreme People's Power President Raila Amolo Odinga, Nilotic War Group, and also warlikes. I'm also a politician of that class, although people are saying that I'm an Israelite myself, a Cushite, which is actually the third force in politics. And then we have now actually a weak group called Bantus, which are ganging up. Okay, and their leader called now the one I've mentioned. These human beings you are seeing here, they are narrowed, and they are Bantus politicians. Bantus politicians are ganging up against narrowed politicians and Cushite politicians. Because we have only 3 tribes in Kenya now. The warlike Nilotic group, which are ruling type of government of United Democratic Alliance Party, together with me also, My Liberation Party, Nilots. And then we have now also ODM, Nilots. And now we have now other groups, like now, Rigathi Gachagua, the former impeached vice president, former president Kalonzo, those are Bantus, and Muturi, former speaker, and Anthony Atilo of Kenya, retired recently from ministerial post. We have also Litika Muturi, who was actually selling, fake fertilizers. We also Fred Matiang'i, who has cleared so many animals of Wajir, Garissa, and Mandera one time, who have been just grazing in Machakos County. He has cleared all camels of Somalis, all Laikipia, Maasai, Samburuska animals cattle there. During his internal time as an internal State Department for Internal Security and National Administration, he has also cleared so many people are saying, All right. He has also met even, Honorable Lawyer, Muguna Senior Council Lawyer, to eat in the toilet of Jomo Kenyatta International Airport for months. All right. In a kind of a cell. And others also, we are seeing other faces here. Mother Karua was defeated also to be an MP. He is now here. Eugene Wamalwa, his father was also vice president. He was also defeated as an internal security Kenya Defense Forces. All these people are coming up. Alright? Alright? They want to create a kind of a post-election violence of 20728. And their tongue is a very terrible kind of tongues they are using. They are not controlling their tongues. On many occasions, they are inciting even, youth, calling them Mau, to the street and, overthrow the government, call themselves, Gen Z, new generation of humans. And these youths have no guns, like, warlike pastoralists and neurotic people who have so many guns and Kushites. These Nalos are just throwing stones to the soldiers with automatic guns, multi-purpose machine guns to clear themselves. So these politicians are stirring up a kind of recurring post-election violence like 2007 elections. I just want to tell United Nations to watch carefully on these politicians we are seeing here today. All right, in this kind of a newspaper of Sunday newspaper, which is actually May 4th, 2025. Sunday, today, 4th. I am actually telling United Nations Secretary General His Excellency Sir Antonio Guterres. I also to tell even United Nations Hague in Netherlands. All right, national security, who actually, controlling the whole world in a kind of justice in that kind of a world court, to watch carefully the way these politicians are doing their politics, because Kenya now is heading toward a very dark ages of a very terrible kind of mischief politics, which is likened to genocide of 1994 of Rwanda. Because now this human being now are going up in those three kind of blocks of politics. Nilotics versus, Bantus, and then Kushite and neutralized Kushites. They are swinging forts. So we are told today, this opposition alliance seeking to forge a kind of a political force of a strange bedfellows to unseat President Ruto in 2027 election and other leaders like me too. And they are now ganging up in a kind of a tribal politics. Bantus against Narot and also Kushites. We don't want such kind of politics in Kenya, because we are going to tear the country into three pieces and we will have no country called Kenya anymore. If such a kind of a political kind of a mischief is going on, that's why now we hear somebody called Charles Were, alright? He is now killed anyhowly. He's an ODM kind of a member of parliament. He was shot on a broad daylight here in Nairobi some few days ago. Alright? Because of such kind of politics. Okay? Now, Nairobi national government, this politician want to control Bantus here. Because we had three Bantu presidents, the family of Jomo Kenyatta, the late and his son, which is alive now, Uhuru Kenyatta, all honorables, and then we have also Mwai Kibaki the late. They have ruled us for three presidents and numerous kind of presidential aspirants. Numerous. Bantus only. And then we have now two Kalenjins, just from Kalenjin, that is Tugen and Nandis, Kipsik is a president in the side of Narot. And now Kushite have never ruled this country. And I'm looking forward to be a Kushite kind of a president, being from an heritage kind of background of an Israelite father, but my mom was married by Samburu, Laibon or a prophet. So I was actually a crossbreed myself. So God does not even hate Kushites. So So I know we will have now this time around, come to 2027 election, a cushitic kind of a president. Bishop Kenya Michael Tome, together with Nilotic power Prime Minister, His Excellency Dr. Barack Hussein Obama, and then one also Bantu, to my Vice President, Honorable retired Kenya Army Brigadier Nixon Kukubo. So we'll have a mixed breed of all these three blocks, because I'm a cushitic man, president in my case. And then we are also to have now Bantu, Vice President, and power Prime Minister Narot, as Dr. Barack Hussein Obama, all excellencies. So by doing that, I think we will be fair to have all these kind of blocks of three tribes, Narotics, all right, okay, which will be now Barack Hussein Obama, Kushite, myself, being the president, ceremonial president, and also my vice president. We are also going to be, ceremonial vice president, His Excellency Bantu, His Excellency Nixon, Kukuba Jeremiah. So we are now going into my, to my liberation party. We are going to include all these human beings. All right, all these three blocks of politics in Kenya to create a kind of environment which is conducive in love and unity of purpose. In that case, otherwise we are going to, to finish the country. So I will repeat it again. Can a politician or other human beings which are rude, reckless in speech, ruin their lives and others and the life of others? We say yes, absolutely. The Bible agree in Proverbs chapter 10, verse 18 to 21. And I repeat it again. All evildoers have a potential kind of demonic powers to kill human beings using their own tongues. And I said again in Proverbs chapter 10, verse 10, a certain fools come to ruin if he is not careful in that case. So we need to have a kind of economy in our speech, not to cause others to be in problems or to kill others socially, spiritually, economically, in other way, because people now will do kind of a protest because of reckless kind of tongues, and then cause a kind of mayhem to kill human beings, like post-election violence of 2007. So that's why now the Bible says, even a fool is thought to be wise when he shut up his mouth. And I said actually, even a fool is thought to be wise in that case, if he keeps silent, and he also be thought to be a discernible kind of a person or wise, if he hold his tongue in that case, without talking harshly. So that is actually my briefing this evening. And I thank the President because he has now said actually the people who have killed this politician called Charles Were have been apprehended. And it is actually good because the blood of, to shed innocent blood is not good. And the Bible is against in, Deuteronomy 19 verse 10, that actually we need not to show mercy to wrongdoers who are pouring blood of others without any reason. And the wages of sin is death in Romans 6:23. So I think the government is working to have umbrella those human beings, but not to kill them if they are not actually the ones. They have to also to scrutinize properly who are the killers before they kill innocent human beings. Otherwise, that is my word today. And I just want to tell United Nations to watch on this politician. This Bantu politician you are seeing on this paper. All right, starting from the impeach the kind of a vice president. Regarding Achabu Arab Moi, we have also Yukin Mamalwa, the son of the former vice president. Kalonzo Musyoka, former vice president. Mother Karua, former lawyer, also and minister of Kenya, and vice president of ODM. We have also Fred Matiang'i, is also the one who has known as actually the long-serving kind of a State Department for Internal Security and also National Administration, who has cleared so many animals of people and human beings, and also jailed so many people unnecessarily. Otherwise, that is the way it is, and I will conclude by saying I want the United Nations and also the Security Council to watch on this politician. Otherwise, thank you so much.